Good morning from day 6 here on Odyssey of the Seas. The sun has just come up and we are sailing into Willemstad, Curaçao. Pilot boat just came alongside. We should be at the pier in less than an hour now. We have a little adventure planned for this morning, so come along. We're going to grab some breakfast and we'll be on our way. Alright, make our way to the Windjammer for a quick breakfast. Okay, we got a nice little spot here for breakfast. Windows are a bit wet, but just pulling into the port here. That is some good looking avocado toast. Okay, that was good. Now we gotta head off and find our meeting location for this excursion we're heading on, but it's almost 8 o'clock and everybody's still on board and still lots of room here in the buffet, which is nice. And that appears to be one of the smaller, older Royal Caribbean ships. I just can't see which one it is. It's a pretty looking port. Short pier off the ship here. Looks like the clouds are just starting to break up. It's supposed to be a nice morning. We're gonna head down to our meeting point. Okay, so we're at our meeting point here in the Royal Theatre. We are off to an excursion called Hato Caves and Mambo Beach. So apparently it is a cave tour where we get to see possibly some bats and that environment. So we'll see what that's all about. The visit to the beach can be either the beach or we can go and opt for a shopping area, kind of wander around. We're just waiting to get called and we'll be heading out. And we are in Curaçao. So we're here with Celebrity Reflection. Still a few dark clouds up there. Okay, we made it on the bus. Now, make our way to the caves.
The population here on the island is 148,000 people. 93 different nationalities are living here on the island.
Okay, we have arrived at the caves. Here we go. It's a little humid. I think we're at the back of the pack. Not quite.
Okay, we will stay here. This group will go with another tour.
So apparently no photos or videos inside the cave, so there'll be an opportunity apparently as we move through, but we might not be able to record a whole lot of this. Now we have some tortoises. 3, no, 4 tortoises. Okay, we're on our way. So 55 stairs to get up to the entrance of the cave.
The island of Curaçao was formed at the bottom of the sea. And later on, by shifting of earth plates and earth movement, the island was lifted up. But before the ice ages, the sea, you see out there, was above the rocks. During the ice ages, the seawater level dropped with heavy shocks. And every time it dropped, it left behind a coral terrace.
So apparently once we're up here, we can look into the trees and there should be some iguanas, so we'll keep our eye open. More stairs. Looking for iguanas. Okay, we made it to the top now. We're going in, so we'll check in.
Look at the shape. This rock fits in that hole. There's a cork in the bottle. You see that? And look at those rocks. You see them with the cracks in it? They were all part of the ceiling. Because when it was shaking, it came down. Not yesterday, thousands of years ago. And then you can see at the stalactites that after that start growing at the ceiling. And at the length of the everything is green.
Okay, we're out. Now we have to make our way back down the stairs. All right, we're out. That was a really good tour, I think. It was
really cool.
a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. We weren't able to take a whole lot of video, but super interesting. We'll show you what we can. And yeah, now we're going to make our way back for the next stop. Big cactus. This cactus doesn't smoke, apparently. And we're just making our way back to the bus.
That's why you need to practice it, because if you don't practice, you can break your hips.
Okay, we've arrived at Mambo Beach. We're gonna figure out which area we're going to. Okay, we got ourselves a nice little reserved area here on the beach. We're just gonna settle in and then we'll go explore a little bit. Okay, we had a little relaxation on the beach. Now we're just gonna explore this Mambo Beach Boulevard area. So there's lots of food and drink options right along the beach here. There's also a pool. All kinds of little shops. More stairs. More food, more shopping. There's a shop for everyone. And back to the bus.
Again, with the 3 ships in the harbor.
Once back from our excursion, we checked out the port area and walked all through Willemstad, finding great things to eat and explore. We've created a separate essential walking tour video for Willemstad. You can find the link for that video in the description. We're just about back on the ship, so let's get on and see what this evening has to bring. Overall, what a great day. And it didn't rain. Okay, making our way toward the entrance. Your cruise SeaPass card and photo ID are required. All right, we have made it back to the room. We've got this little fella waiting for us. Either it's a mini me or a mini Will. Not quite sure. Well, that was a lovely day here in Willemstad, Curaçao. This morning's little adventure to Hato Caves was super interesting. And then we wandered the streets here around the port. Lots to see, drink, eat, all that good stuff. But we're back on board. We're gonna have a little rest and then get ourselves ready for this evening. Isn't that right? I guess that's right. And we're off from Curaçao. And we're just about done turning around to head south away from Curaçao. Okay, all freshened up for the evening. Will's still feeling a bit under the weather, so I'm going to be flying solo here for a little bit this evening, but for now I'm going to head to the buffet, grab something to eat, and get this evening started. And a little smorgasbord of things tonight for me. Okay, I must deliver Will a little something to eat since he's not feeling great. Headline show tonight is Hypnotist Derek Marshall.
Playing the imaginary instrument of your choice.
1, 2, and 3. That's right. Playing those instruments. Looking good. Yeah. I see some keyboards. Oh, wow. Some drums. Wow. Tambourines even. Looking really good. Are you trying to please breakfast meeting?
I'm dropping donuts off at police headquarters.
Some live entertainment in boleros. And some live entertainment with the High Horns Orchestra in 270. Next up is the Crazy Quest. If you've ever been on a Royal Caribbean cruise or you're planning on going one, you'll be or get familiar with the Crazy Quest. It's an adult game show, so if you're not easily offended, it can be a pretty good time. It's held in different venues depending on what ship. So tonight it's in the Seaplex, so we'll go check that out next. Well, that wraps up day 6 here at Odyssey of the Seas. Finished up with the Crazy Quest. It was certainly interesting, and I'll just leave it at that. Pictures say more than words when it comes to that one. So overall, really great last port day here in Willemstad, Curaçao. And now we have 2 full sea days as we head toward Fort Lauderdale. Okay, it's day 7 here at Odyssey of the Seas. Let's get these 2 sea days underway.
Good morning.
A little stop by the Bionic Bar, whose drinks are included if you have a drink package. Here's a look at it in action. A little busy out on the pool deck today. Outdoors is busy, but in here at the Schooner Bar and a few of the indoor locations, it's pretty quiet. I think trivia is just getting started here. You know it's getting close to the end of the cruise when your disembarkation luggage tags and tip envelopes arrive. Well, we've got a little bit of shade on the balcony right now, so we're gonna relax here for a little bit. It is hot out today. Well, that was nice and relaxing out on the balcony for a bit, but a little bit too hot. So let's go grab a coffee at Cafe Promenade while Will's having a little rest. He's still not feeling the greatest. Those that get migraines can appreciate that. All right, coffee time. Okay, let's go try our luck at the casino. Some line dancing lessons going on in the music hall. Okay, in the Schooner Bar now for the this or that challenge. Not sure what that is, but going to find out. Well, it is now heading on to evening here on day 7 on Odyssey of the Seas. We are all ready to head out to our one specialty dining this cruise. It's at Giovanni's Table, the Italian restaurant on board. But it is a beautiful evening here on the balcony. We've been spending some time out here today. Gorgeous out. But we do need to eat, so let's get ourselves down to Giovanni's Table.
fried calamari. It came with 2 sauces, a marinara and a mushroom type sauce. The calamari was really tasty and the portions were a good size.
And for my appetizer, I had the giant meatball covered in marinara sauce and cheese. Doesn't that sound delicious? And tons of bread, but delicious. Okay, they finish off giving us a shot of limoncello, 50% alcohol. Your turn, Will.
It's good.
My turn. Oh yeah. Okay, that was a fantastic meal at Giovanni's, but we're off now to tonight's theater show, Showgirls?
Showgirls.
Past and present, that's what it is. Anyway, let's check that out.
Silks and the satins, well careful, here's the home of beautiful girls. Come on, be my baby, come on. 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 Nothing holding me back from the show. Hey, 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 I'm gonna sail around the line. Hey, hey, I am brave, I am proof, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. This is the greatest show. There's coming in all the color lights. This is the greatest show. Where it's covered in all the color lights. Where the runaways are running the night.
In 270, we've got the 70s Disco Inferno. To finish things off in 270, it's the virtual fireworks show running across the 270-degree screens. Tell Will he wanted to see how these screens worked. He's missing everything. And as we finish up the night, there'll be no going outdoors. The decks are closed due to the high winds. Ship's moving a bit tonight, but nothing too severe. Everything should be and is anticipated to be open again in the morning. Good evening, well, good morning. It's just after midnight now, and that'll be a wrap for tonight. We had a great evening, starting with dinner at Giovanni's table. The food, the service, everything was fantastic. No complaints there whatsoever. Then we checked out tonight's headliner show in the theater. It was Showgirls, dancing, singing, the visuals, the dancing, everything was great. There was something a bit off with the sound or the singing. Can't quite place what it was. That kind of took away from it a bit, but overall, still a good show. Then we just checked out a bit of the entertainment around the ship. There was the 70s disco night in 270, followed by some virtual fireworks on the big screens. That's the 270-degree screens at the back of the ship. That was quite impressive actually for a virtual event. And then there's some live music going on around the ship, including a guitarist in the pub and a few other things going on. But that'll be it for tonight. Good morning from our 8th and final full day here on Odyssey of the Seas. It's a sea day. We're going to get the day started getting some breakfast. We're going to spend some time outdoors, and then we have a few things planned for this final day. So let's see what Odyssey of the Seas has to offer as we bring this sailing to a conclusion. Off in the distance, we have another Royal Caribbean ship. Not quite sure which one. Let's see if we can have a look. Oh, it's an older, maybe Radiance of the Seas. I love the breakfast in the buffet. Nice view here this morning. Okay, we're done with the pool deck. Not many options for seating out there today because it is beautiful out and everyone is outdoors, so that was short-lived, but we had a little bit of sun. Now we're just at the schooner bar for some quick trivia. Okay, not the trivia for us. Now there's no full outdoor wraparound promenade deck on Odyssey of the Seas, but there is a small area here on deck 5 where you can get some pretty good sea views. There's a bit of seating and a spot for a photo op. Just a quick little check outside here, and wow, it is still hot today. Other cruise ships traveling alongside. Carnival here, can't tell which one it is. Okay, we're all freshened up and ready to go enjoy our last afternoon on board before we have to start packing, sadly. But first we need a coffee, and then we'll get the rest of today underway. Let's head downstairs. Okay, off for a coffee. This should do it. Okay, the packing is well underway, but we need to go down for dinner now. We are going to try to get into the main dining room. If we can't, we'll head over to Solarium Bistro where we have a reservation. But if we get into the main dining room, we'll cancel that reservation and go with that. Anyway, let's see what happens.
We always said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go back to her. I go back to her.
A little music trivia in the schooner bar.
And this is mine! Mary Lewis, yes!
Game show in the music hall.
One person is saying, throw out washy-washy. No.
And to finish things off, a comedian in the main theater.
I think that's why they hadn't been able to find Bigfoot. I think that some bitch is real. He just learned to blend in at Walmart.
All right, that'll finish it up. It's almost midnight and not too much happening tonight. Everyone's heading to bed, waiting to depart in the morning.
Well, that concludes our 8-night Southern Caribbean cruise here on Odyssey of the Seas.
And what a great time we've had. We've met some great people along the way, and we really enjoyed the ports that we've checked out. That includes Curaçao, Aruba, and we checked out the new Hideaway Beach, the adults only area, at Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Odyssey of the Seas really remains one of our favorite classes of ship with Royal Caribbean, and Odyssey did not disappoint during this cruise.
Now we have some great travel adventures coming up in 2024.
Yes, we have some cruise lines that we've never tried before and some other travel adventures, and we would love for you to follow along with us. And the best way to do that is to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so you don't miss those future videos. Also, we would appreciate if you would like and share these videos. It helps us grow this little travel community that we're building here on YouTube. You can also follow along for some of our real-time updates on Instagram and Facebook. We'll leave the links in the description.
Until then, happy traveling.
And we'll see you in our next video. Good morning from Disembarkation morning here on Odyssey of the Seas. We are going to head off for breakfast in the main dining room. That's it for Odyssey of the Seas. See you next time. Since you made it to the end of this video, we're sure you'd enjoy one of these videos.